Oh no, we're remaking Out in the Closet. Apparently the answer is yes.
I mean, nothing's hotter than playing chess. Chris turns the lights off, falls back into the world.
Well, that's what happens when you get playing card paper cuts on your brain. We just sort of disappeared. They're all looking for us right now.
Well, they probably skipped school or died. We don't have to leave. Alphas can't teach without chalk, so we'll just sit here.
Snaps her neck.
You know what, Chris? You don't smell bad at all. Chris, you take that back.
Do you like breathing? Like you. Aw.
Maybe because she can't spell her name correctly again, and she's just like, leave it, just fucking leave it.
Hyperdodecahedron. It's a primitive drawing of your mom.
I schooled myself, I see.
You found the bird guy's desk. You destroyed the bird guy's desk.
And tomorrow, the bird guy. School.
School involves fighting now.
I got into a fight with a teacher and I won. Therefore, I'm the teacher dad now.
Come home, mom, wife.
Or should I say brother from another dimension?
Goat mom is actually your mom this time. I'm walking in the street. I'm gonna get hit by a car.
Still talking on the phone even though she hung up. I'm walking. I'm next to the library. Fucking icon.
Chris knows all the real hot demon guys. I just noticed the guy above me.
The not bird person.
Read. I didn't even need to make a joke there. Oh, you ruined it.
Puts his journal back. What the journal contained was just about 300 pages of Chris trying to spell the word candy corn, but all of it is incorrect.
Trust the dog. Not the fox, the dog.
Now, Toby, dog, that guy knows what he's doing.
Gotta love Undyne.
I like how the guy in the green car just looks like a little stick figure person.
Yeah. Yeah, being your type.
My type, you say? I'll put them behind bars immediately. Thank you, young man. Where is this Alphys? I'll throw a car. This one, the green one looks fine.
I've never seen a piano in a hospital. I also died.
I'm also dad. I am Die Dad. It's like Die Hard, but with me instead.
Oh, okay, you're gonna die in your sleep tonight.
I'll beat the Ice Palace for you.
I'll beat up all your friends.
You see, honey, the ironic thing is your father's the one who owns the gun.
I'd totally bang your dad.
Chris turns his head 360 degrees. What did you just say?
Yes. This is why I didn't visit you.
Sets a hand on his shoulder. Happy New Year, Chris. Thank you. Galaxy Force says 360 degrees is a full circle. I know.
Chris is part owl. I wanted to eat her feed when she was asleep.
You know, I'm starting to be glad that you're actually in the hospital, you mad Is there a way I can unplug you?
I'm also part moth, Rudy. Don't be mean.
When April Fool's comes around, ooh, it's gonna be a confusing Christmas.
Well, I'm done talking to you. Jesus.
You know, he's cute. I like how Mouth with Teeth had no reaction, but that guy was like, whoa.
Irony. Well, I mean, it's... You had to pay for them first, so it's not like you're breaking any rules here.
Maybe they'll throw him out when the smell starts to become too much.
You'd cry and throw it in his face.
Sometimes he would just buy his own hot chocolate, pour it on himself, and make himself cry.
Am I? Is it? Are you? I don't care.
Well, you know what else is on the house? Climbs the roof.
peeper on this. Peace! I didn't want to be bothered to program anything indoors.
This is chapter 1, okay? Indoors is chapter 2.
It's that guy. Is it baby chickens?
Knowing Asriel, probably. Actually, they'd go to a farm and raise baby chickens.
I don't even need to make jokes. This guy's just funny on his own.
He just does it on his own. He's great.
Maybe Azrael is dead, and he does want to go to college, as in hang himself.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Chris. Going to college. And get the rope and a stool.
Oh, God. As in, I think it's God.
First time I played this, I just walked past him like, oh, hey, Sans, I'll get to you later. And just went to the rest of the town. Like, trust me, I know about you. I'll get to you.
Everyone. You should date my mom.
By which I mean the guy who lives in the dark world, not my actual...
Alphys has problems. You have to start at antipathy to make your way to not giving a crap. And then you're friends. Alright, I'm gonna call you at night and tell you you're cute.
Calls him at night. Hey, it's me. Sets the phone over a heater.
All Sans hears is this buzzing.
You know, Sans on the other side would be like, oh, dude, nice.
And then eventually the phone melts and the call just cuts out. I know how you feel, man. I'll talk to you later.
Meet him the next day. He had a lot of things to say about me yesterday, and I really appreciate it.
Sans, you're an awful wingman. The bone trousel, if you will.
We'll give you Sans, but not the other one. Chapter 2.
Does it hurt to be made of blood? A question for the ages. I love Undyne. Alphys, what the fuck are you doing back here?
Think Alphys earns nothing at work, is my impression.
I need that. The saucer of milk. I.e. your dinner.
Chris takes the bowl, runs away with it.
What does that text at the back say? Suckery man?
I want to say saucy man. I could be wrong. Or soggy man, I don't think he means any. Or scary man.
And I've asked him to. "500 episodes.
Maybe this is Toby's way of saying if you like anime, this is where you're gonna be. In an alley. Next to some trash can.
For the record, the text is moving on its own. If you're shocked. It's Elvis. It was gonna happen eventually.
I mean, it is the most pleasant noise to the ear.
I'm trying to catch a cat. And if it's not a cat, it's probably the graffiti behind me.
Or I'll find a bird and put some kitty ears on it and pretend. I'm good at pretending. This is at my house.
Go away.
I find it interesting that she's the only one you can say go away to.
We walked up to her house.
I mean, that sounds like Chris, though. Walks up to somebody, go away, stares at him.
And also, we dropped you in a dumpster.
I thought we were hanging.
We left it hanging off a cliff. Gotta say this.
You mean we weren't playing rocket ship?
I now can't breathe.
Because I kissed Astrid.
There's too much shit to look at. Father, I have returned. Oh.
It had time to settle when we started, cracks knuckle.
Who's the real dad?
I'll be right back.
Alright. Crunch. What's more that I've never said anything about them. I want everything in this. And not be obviously divorced, please. C for cock. Always. And that was the last time. His name's Reggie. Sleep in the fridge. Flowey. Yep, I guess so. We all must. Wipe it on his shirt. I mean, it's not a Toby Fox game unless there's an absurd amount of unnecessary details. Just because he can. Hey, well, I'm getting my arm back. I lent it to you last week.
I'm back.
Hey,
Are we talking to Mr. Cat Dink or?
we're talking to Miss Cat Dink.
Oh.
He was delicious.
Oh, we all would pretend to eat Asriel in his sleep. He would wake up with night terrors. It was a funny game.
So I just started a fight.
I walked up to her and I said, "You want to fight?" And she said, "Yeah."
And now we're like best friends and owe each other money. I got locked out of the house again.
Don't worry, I'll crawl through the cat door, says Chris. I'm used to this.
I mean, I'm still gonna be traumatized for life.
Yeah, Susie's great. She tried to eat my face, and then she tried to eat another guy's face, and then tried to eat a third guy's face.
And then she was like besties with the third guy, so I guess that old adage is true.
Yeah. Who's my mom, by the way, downstairs in the dark world? What are we talking about?
I am very troubled. No, you're right.
Hey, Noelle, is it okay if I tell you that I'm the reason why your dad's in a hospital? I have a thing against other dads, you see.
Did I miss any places down here? I feel like I did. I think just a side path.
Have you seen the hill with a big door at the end?
I didn't go to the police station.
Finally, it's time to turn myself in.
Hill with only a door.
Yeah, I think this is the furthest south part of town.
Political chair. Then she'll run on it, but she won't fix it. Actually, I'm here to complain about all the patronizing that the politicians do to children.
Excuse me, but I can't really be short stuff if I'm taller than you. Steps on him.
Guess what, Vicar? I no longer believe in God.
You are so late to the party.
I want fruit juice. And your presence produces this low rumble, so it'll even out.
That's the nicest thing people have ever said about me. Unfortunately, some of the enemies just ended up dying for real. In the previous game.
Walking with conviction, ran into a wall. I'm guessing this is for, like, Chapter 2 or something.
Maybe. We don't really know what Chapter 2 is about.
Or maybe that leads back to the door in Undertale. Oh.
Ah. You open the door and you just fall into a hole and then you just see the title screen of the first game. It all comes together. I think.
That was a long time ago. I'm very lonely now.
I'll consider it this time.
He even named himself after it online. Then he named himself after a pirate. It was kind of weird.
He probably grew up to be a giant loser, too.
When he's done with college, he's going to Minnesota.
Did you know that he can't drive?
Neither can I. I don't know why I have a car. I hope that's a Star Versus reference.
So, like, when Deltarune first came out and people read that line, some people were freaking out because they were like, oh my god, this totally confirmed a character for the new Smash. Like, no, it didn't. It wasn't even close.
Which line?
And where she was like, oh yeah, like your brother used to sure love that game, Super Smashing Fighters, and he would play as the green dinosaur. Where they're like, oh haha, Smash Brothers Yoshi, got it. Here, Mom, Dad, got you some flowers. Oh, really? Let me see that. Throws them in the fireplace. Yeah, they're great.
And thus, this joke from the very beginning of the game makes sense. We must complete the stream as we began.
Gotta flush the toilet 7 times. Well, this is a stream in a way, you know?
Max flush. Or at least it was. Well, I guess we know who got the knockoff controller.
Yeah, and the knockoff clothes, and the hand-me-downs, and the knockoff life.
It's a knockoff life for Chris.
It started when I was born.
Well, I go to bed. What else can I do?
I mean, I could stand in the middle of the bed. Or in the middle of the room. Or stand on Azrael's bed.
Why did I go to bed at 3 in the afternoon? Why am I vibrating? Oh god. Chris has some wild night terrors. Help me, my name is Frisk. How did I get here? What the shit? Oh.
When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow and the places that you know seem like fantasy.
So was that Chara? Or something?
That was Kara.
Inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our heart.
Okay, well. If there's ever a sequel hook, I guess that's it.
I think I always refer to them as Kara, as in, like, character.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I always thought it was. But I had to do everything I could to just not talk about that. I was just waiting in the back of my mind, even from the first stream. Oh, interesting thing, when, Kara, in quotes, throws the heart into the cage, you can actually move the heart a little bit, but it's very minimal movement. So, yeah, there's a lot of theories going around. People are thinking, so is this like the start of Kara's life, or is this Kara coming back, or was Chris their own person? Where the hell is Frisk? There's this whole timeline thing, Azrael's gone to college, so it's been a lot of talk about it.
Like, the real Chris is the monster.
Maybe there never was a Chris. I mean, the way they talk about Chris and treat Chris, it kind of makes it seem like they aren't really all there.
Yeah, it's not a direct sequel.
I just call it the next game in the franchise now. Dakota says the Deltarune was the soul we made along the way. But yeah, what'd you think?
I certainly enjoyed it. Obviously, Undertale is the complete experience, and this is more like a curiosity following on from it, in a way.
Yeah, this is like a neat little AU sorta not really sequel thing. But the fact that it's going to be done in chapters, what do you think about that?
Well, I guess that's fair. Because that does feel like an ending of sorts.
Yeah, it's just, where do we go from here? Like, are we even gonna play as Chris in the next one, or are we Kara now, or is Frisk gonna come back and being like, hey, I came back from my own college, or maybe we'll just be Asriel, but like, it'll be a completely different game, and you just go to college. Nothing exciting or interesting happens.
He's like, oh man, I got a D on my math test.
D for dumbass, and he's like, oh, I gotta study, you know.
It's like his own version of Persona.
I mean, I would play that, but I feel like everything you do in Persona would be the opposite in Deltarune 2 or whatever. Like, you read a book, charisma went down. Ah, fuck, what?
I guess we'd have to wait for the full game to come out. It makes sense why Undertale, like, you had to buy that, because it was very much a complete experience. Everything about it was memorable. There's a lot memorable about it, but it does feel like, yeah, here's something free to tide you over. Not as much about it as memorable. I will say I think I like the gameplay a little bit more. It plays more like a game. But you can still do the same thing of not killing anybody. You can pacify enemies by doing weird shit, and I like that.
Yeah. I think upon first meeting, I'll say it was pretty obvious that his name was an anagram for Asriel.
Yeah. It took me a bit to figure that out, too. Don't feel bad, V-Date.
Me, it was because I liked Undertale a lot, so to me it was just like, oh, duh. And even that was me at, like, with no sleep whatsoever, being, like, sleep-deprived and cross-eyed, and I was like, oh, that's obvious, Toby Fox. You're not a magician.
You think you're smart,
You think you're smart, but you're not.
but you're not.
You're not.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the full thing. I don't know where it's going to go from here, because that was a swerve.
It's exciting for me to not know what the hell's gonna happen.
Yeah. Chris and Susie are anagrams of risk and issue. Okay.
Didn't know that.
And Asriel is an anagram of Ralsei.
Which means he has a different name. But that's just a thought I had. A regular thought. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Chris is close to Frisk, but he's missing the F.
Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder, so where is Frisk?
Chris is anagram of Sans.
No, don't give them any ideas, they might do it.
Sans is an anagram of Sans.
I went to the beach the other day, and you know what I found? Sand. And you know what that reminded me of?
I went to go complete a business deal, and I shook the guy's hands, and then I looked down.
Hands. Remove the H, and then add another letter.
And then remove the D.
But then I went back to the drawing board and crossed out the D, and then I realized Sands. I wrote it on the chalkboard.
And then I realized I wrote it down 23 times.
And then when I erased it, I wrote a new word, papyrus, and that's how I came up with that.
I wrote it in papyrus font, and then I died.
Oh yeah, it's another thing. Some people are talking about that maybe we'll get to see more of Gaster this time.
Well, now my brain is really working it. Because so much of the family is meant, like, it directly mirrors the Dreamer family and how Frisk gets adopted into that family. Except Azrael is actually alive here, supposedly. Like, people in the chat were saying, is Azrael actually dead?
I mean, I like to think he actually is in college because a lot of characters mention that.
Yeah.
Unless he died on his way to college, which that would be sad and that would suck.
And Chris is nearly Frisk. But Chris is apparently evil. So, like, yeah, I'm really wondering what's going on here.
Yeah, and Chris was more or less like a rag doll for the most part.
Well, so was Frisk.
Yeah, but Frisk at least had an expression. It was one, but at least it was one expression.
Chris, we didn't even see their eyes.
And at least Frisk was actually a flirt master by nature.
Yeah.
Where Chris was just, they were just hoping that whatever they said would work. Spaghetti and meatballs, am I right? Oh, fuck, he's right.
Yeah, Chris was just going to cut the pie.
And since Frisk is supposed to be, you know, the entity of determination, I don't think they would really rip their own soul out. So at least to me, it feels like they're completely different people.
But then, is there a Frisk somewhere? Maybe.
Shrug. I like to believe so.
Well, I don't know about you, but I think this stream is done.
I think that's a stream. We can all go to sleep and reflect again. Meanwhile, I'll be reading theory number 312. So I've been a little behind on that.
Chris is actually the Burger Cat.
I hate my life and my job.
Stab.
Why do you think I don't have my own face? I'd rather die than go to work and then they rip out their soul.
Burger Pants, that's his name. Well, we're gonna call a stream here, folks. That was Deltarune Chapter 1. I imagine I'll stream Chapter 2 once it's out, and some of the chat said that's gonna be with the full game. But I will be playing it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where we go with this. It'll probably take another year or 2, 3, but it'll be worth the wait.
Probably. But until then, goodbye, folks. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Good night. Or good morning.